Right now at 5, a Southside eatery closing its doors after 68 years. We're talking to the owner of Schmitty's and a longtime customer.
And new details in the city of La Crosse's lawsuit against PFAS manufacturers.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 5.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 5. I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Emily Brown. A structure fire in Tomah left 10 people displaced over the weekend. According to a Facebook post by the Tomah Fire Department, they responded to a call of a heavy fire coming from a window above the Peking Chinese restaurant at 8 in the morning Sunday. The Tomah Police Department arrived first and helped evacuate everyone inside the building. Almost 50 firefighters from the Tomah, Oakdale, Fort McCoy and Volkfield fire departments battled the blaze for roughly 11 hours. They were able to keep the fire from spreading to other buildings, but the restaurant building was significantly damaged by fire and water. The cause of the fire is still under investigation.
La Crosse's Common Council is staying in a class action lawsuit against major PFAS manufacturers. The council went into closed session for 2 hours this afternoon. They discussed a settlement offer by 3M and DuPont, two of the largest producers of these so-called forever chemicals. The council voted 11-0 to opt out of the settlement offer, so the city will remain on board that class action suit that was filed 2 years ago.
3M and DuPont are the ones that have offered settlements, but there's a bunch of other companies that are also being sued. This conversation again will continue.
The council also voting to use $45,000 from the city's contingency fund to hire outside attorneys. Those attorneys will represent the city against some Town of Campbell residents. Some of those residents have recently filed civil lawsuits over PFAS contamination from the city-owned airport.
Well, the new year will feel a little different for staff and customers at one Southside staple.
And Schmitty's closing its doors for good after 68 and a half years of business. News 8 Now's Jeremy Wall joins us live in studio with the latest. Jeremy.
Ken, Schmitty's has been serving La Crosse since 1955 when Bob Schmidt's parents bought the place when they moved to La Crosse. Since then, the restaurant has been a major part of his life. Now he's selling it. Schmidt has worked at the restaurant since he was young. He describes the restaurant as a place where you can meet old friends and make new ones. After deciding to retire, he asked his son if he wanted to take over, but he ultimately decided against it. So Schmidt has decided to sell the restaurant. A loyal diner of the restaurant, Dave Clements, has been dining at the Southside Eatery since it opened. He says he's not ready to see the doors close.
It's hard. I mean, I've been 68 years of being a customer here, and knowing the family and just the whole thing it's not an easy thing to see happen. And hopefully somebody comes in and doesn't change a thing.
Clements adds the relationship staff built with customers make it a La Crosse staple. He says when they arrive, half the time the bartender knows what you'll order to drink. Coming up at 6, find out what Bob Schmidt will miss most about his restaurant. Ken and Emily?
All right, thank you, Jeremy. Schmitty's last day will be January 1st, and unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to try it.
I know, that's right.
I got to get a ball on these, get on the ball with the restaurant.
I guess so. Yeah. Well, in the meantime, we are on frigid temperatures this time of year now. Again, Greg, we were just talking about mild temperatures just a couple of weekends ago, and we have plummeted since then.
Yes, we're back down to where we actually more likely we should be around Christmas or New Year's. But right now the temperatures overall are just in the teens, but you factor in the wind chill right now, we're actually a little bit colder, and that's kind of what we felt earlier with that northwest wind that's been blowing all right. So the really current field temperatures are some actually below 0 to the west towards Rochester. Otherwise, we're around 0 to 5, even up to 10. So it's been definitely a cold day here as we approach the end of November. The bad news is that's not going to change, at least for another 24 hours. We do have a warm front out to the west, but that's not going to do much and probably in the way of temperatures until we get to Wednesday. Otherwise, we have a lot of lake effect snow going on to the north and to the east of us. For tonight, look at that bottom. That's your wind chill. Continue to go down for La Crosse. The temperatures will slowly decrease, off and on cloud cover, but pretty chilly conditions. And the same thing for Eau Claire, too. That wind chill getting back down towards 0 as we approach 10 p.m. with that northwest wind and teens. And it only gets colder tonight, too. And tomorrow, you're going to wake up with some real cold temperatures. Once again, probably the coldest air we have. So if you got those lights that you're thinking about putting up, I'll explain that it might be a little better to wait a little later in the week when we actually approach, once again, 40 degrees. So I'll break all that down a bit later in the broadcast.
Sounds like a plan. Thank you, Greg. Well, the mayor of Burlington, Vermont is calling Saturday's shooting one of the most shocking events in the city's history. 3 men of Palestinian descent were shot and wounded while walking near the University of Vermont campus.
2 of the victims are in stable condition, while one suffered much more serious injuries. Errol Barnett has more information.
48-year-old Jason Eaton appeared remotely in court Monday morning, facing 3 counts of attempted murder.
Mr. Eaton enters a not guilty plea to all 3 counts.
Eaton is accused of shooting 3 young men of Palestinian descent Saturday night while they were walking down the street in Burlington, Vermont.
They had no knowledge of this individual, had not encountered him before. He stepped off a porch and produced a firearm and began discharging that firearm.
The suspect fled the scene, but the following day, ATF agents got a break in their search for the shooter.
Upon knocking on one door, the ATF agents were greeted by a man who stepped out of the door towards them with his palms up at waist height and stated something to the effect of, "I've been waiting for you."
Eaton was arrested, and after obtaining a search warrant for his home, police recovered a gun they believe he used for the shooting. The victims have been identified as Tashin Ahmed, a student at Trinity College, Kenan Abdalhamid, who studies at Haverford College, and Hisham Awatani of Brown University. All 3 were spending the Thanksgiving holiday with Rich Price, who is Hisham's uncle.
I'm blown away by their resilience, by their good humor in the face of these difficult times.
Prosecutors say the incident is being investigated as a potential hate crime.
And although we do not yet have evidence to support a hate crime enhancement, I do want to be clear that there is no question this was a hateful act.
Eaton faces life in prison if convicted. Errol Barnett, CBS News, Burlington, Vermont.
Now, the Burlington mayor says he spoke with President Biden about the shooting on the phone earlier today. The Attorney General says the FBI and ATF are assisting Vermont authorities in the investigation.
A White House official confirms Israel and Hamas have agreed to extend the ceasefire for another 2 days. The announcement comes on the final day of the initial 4-day truce in which Hamas released a number of hostages each day. Israel's military says the Red Cross confirmed 11 hostages were released today. The 2 sides paused fighting and allowed some humanitarian aid to enter Gaza. The White House says it welcomes the 2-day extension of the humanitarian pause in Gaza, in which Hamas has agreed to release another 20 women and children.
We would, of course, hope to see the pause extended further, and that will depend upon Hamas continuing to release hostages.
As part of the ceasefire deal, Israel has released more than 100 Palestinian women and teenagers detained in Israeli jails before the war started. The truce has enabled the United Nations to deliver more desperately needed food, water, and medicine to the area. But officials say it is still nowhere close to the amount of aid needed in the war-torn territory.
Despite these hostage releases in Gaza, many more are still missing and separated from their loved ones. In Minneapolis, community members are showing support for the Israeli hostages still in captivity. The group walking around Lake Harriet despite the frigid temperatures. Most of the people were pushing strollers, but none of them had children in them. Instead, the strollers held posters of those still missing in Gaza. 2 walkers say the release of some hostages is a huge step towards the end of the conflict in Gaza, but it's not enough.
We are very happy that we got some of the kidnapped back, but we want all of them to be back. There's close to 200 kidnapped.
It's really important that we don't forget about them because these are human beings.
Despite the physical distance from the war, these people walk around the lake to honor the loved ones in the Middle East. This was the second walk this group has done, and their hope is they won't have to have another, as all hostages will be released in the coming days.
Just ahead, AI and automation are driving a faster Cyber Monday when it comes to getting your packages to you.
We go to an Amazon R&D facility to see what the future of shopping looks like.
The Black Friday event is the last sale of the year at PM Sleep Center. Save up to $400 on select Sealy adjustable mattress sets. Your next mattress is at PM Sleep Center, giving La Crosse a good night's sleep for over 35 years.
I've been helping people get out of debt for many years. And I know this, that consolidation loans and moving debt around isn't the best way to do it. Think of your debt as a pile of garbage. If you move it from here to here, guess what? Still a pile of garbage. We might be able to make it smell sweeter with a lower rate or a lower payment, but it's still garbage. You need a garbage disposal to get rid of debt. Come see me, I'll help you install one.
It's time to light up the season during the Make the Holidays Bright sales event. Get our best offers and choose from a huge selection of Ford F-150 trucks with the capability, convenience, and technology to help bring us together. Wow. Discover how Ford F-150 can make the holidays bright. Now get a 2023 Ford F-150 XLT with 3.9% financing for 60 months, plus up to $3,500 in total savings, only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
It's Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Black Friday Extended event going on now. Join us for more unbeatable Black Friday-like deals store-wide while supplies last. Like half off these printed and solid throws, $14.99 each. Over 55% off this digital slow cooker, now $29.99. $6 off 36-count Victor Allen's Holiday Brew Cups, $10.99. And load up on your favorite Blaine's chocolate candy, 3 for $9. Don't miss your last chance to save with extended Black Friday-like deals at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
It's time to get out and rediscover Ho-Chunk Gaming Black River Falls. Grab your friends and play for the day, or 2, or 3. It's time for you to win, laugh, and enjoy. Over 650 slot machines, tables, bingo, great rewards, delicious food. Ho-Chunk Gaming, just what you need. Get out again and experience the difference at Ho-Chunk Gaming Black River Falls.
During the Black Friday sales event at PM Sleep Center, you'll save up to $800 on select Stearns & Foster adjustable mattress sets. Your next mattress is at PM Sleep Center, giving La Crosse a good night's sleep for over 35 years.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
Well, if you didn't know already, today is Cyber Monday, which means big online deals for holiday shopping.
Oh, yes. According to the National Retail Foundation, more than 71 million Americans are expected to shop online today. I was one of them. This makes today the second most popular day of the year to shop, behind Black Friday. This year, e-commerce already had a strong Black Friday, with sales up 7.5% compared to last year. The president of Shopify says this year shoppers are embracing what he calls a gift yourself mentality, taking advantage of today's deals to buy what they want first.
Many of them are using these deals to check off their personal wish list items and stock up even on everyday items. So for example, big ticket items like cookware from Hexclad is doing well, pizza ovens from Ooni is doing well, blenders from Blender Tech is doing well, and also home security company Ring, which are all Shopify stores, are also doing quite well.
He says brands who build a connection with shoppers are doing the best, and that Gen Z spending more than any other demographic.
Gift yourself mentality, that's dangerous to have.
Treat yourself.
For online retailers like Amazon, Cyber Monday is one of the biggest shopping days of the year, and the company is using AI to help manage the rush. To keep operations running smoothly, Amazon uses AI to forecast daily demand for more than 400 million products, which helps predict where in the world they're likely to be ordered from. Those items can then be staged nearby, allowing for faster delivery. This comes just as delivery stations go from handling 60,000 packages a day to over 110,000 during the holidays.
AI systems allow us to not only forecast the demand better, but allow us to move those goods inside our buildings even quicker.
The company says automation and AI have not limited hiring, adding Amazon has created 700 new job positions related to robotics alone. But a Goldman Sachs report from March warns of significant disruption to the global labor market, as automation has the potential to affect 300 million jobs.
Well, still ahead tonight at 5, remembering Rosalind Carter, how mourners across the nation honor the former First Lady.
And still was a dry month so far, even with the snow that we did receive. I'll break down if we're going to have any more precipitation in the forecast, as well as when those temperatures will return back to the 40s. All that coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
Save big money on your next painting project right now at Menards. Freshen up your home with Dutch Boy Forever interior paint. It's washable, scrubbable, and stain resistant. Pick up a gallon of flat for $32.96. Platinum Plus interior paint is a no prep, no prime paint that's made to last. It comes in a variety of colors to match any decor. Right now, a gallon of Dutch Boy Platinum Plus interior paint is $39.89.
4 seasons greetings to you all from Menards.
News 8 Now and Dairyland Power Cooperative present the Community Calendar.
Celebrating their 29th year, the Rotary Lights display returns to Riverside Park in downtown La Crosse. November 24th through December 31st, drive, walk, or take a carriage ride through the 3 million light holiday display. Irish Fest La Crosse presents an evening with Cassie and Maggie, traditional and contemporary Celtic and holiday music. Thursday, November 30th, the Main, downtown La Crosse.
For more information on these events, or if you'd like to submit an event, visit news8000.com.
When it's time to get on the road again, trust the family of car dealerships that's been serving western Wisconsin for 100 years.
No matter where you are, there is an Osseo Automotive location close to you. From the farm fields of the Chippewa Valley to the banks of the mighty Mississippi River.
Whether you're looking for something new to drive or need service on an existing vehicle, you can count on us.
Osseo Automotive is Osseo Ford and Nels Gunderson Chevrolet in Osseo, Rudy's in Whitehall, and Fountain City Ford. Check us out at OsseoAuto.com.
At Toma Health, we provide compassionate hospice and palliative care for our community.
Palliative care is for patients who are continuing with curative treatments, and hospice care is for patients who are looking for quality of care at the end of life. All of our staff gives exceptional care, and we're always making sure that the patient themselves is extremely comfortable and that the family also has everything that they need to be able to get through this process. Toma Health Hospice Touch and Serenity House, together in care.
Salmon, good choice. I may need to send you grocery shopping more often.
I also picked up a vacuum cleaner at the same store.
You bought one of the most important household appliances at a place that sells bananas?
The worker said it really sucks.
That's nuts.
It does suck, but not the good kind.
Let's go to a place that specializes in vacuums from people that know vacuums, like A1 Vacuum in La Crosse. And leave the box stores to, you know.
Our business is picking up.
Expect more from News 8 Now. Thanks for watching.
The public began honoring the life of former First Lady Rosalynn Carter today with several events in her memory.
Past and present members of the Carter Secret Service detail carried Carter's casket and flanked the hearse as it left a medical center near Plains, Georgia.
Family members followed to the Georgia Southwestern State University Health and Human Sciences Complex, named for Mrs. Carter. They laid twin wreaths in her honor, and crowds gathered to watch the motorcade go by.
This is the first of 3 days of remembrance events for the former First Lady, who died last week at the age of 96.
I just thank you especially for the life of Rosalynn Carter and what she means to each and every single one of us.
The Carter's niece prayed for the former First Lady at the Carter's beloved Maranatha Baptist Church on Sunday.
Mourners and visitors have been flocking to the Jimmy Carter Presidential Library and Museum in Atlanta, where the First Lady's body will lie in repose this evening.
The public is invited to pay respects through the evening. A memorial service is set for Tuesday.
All right, the region is fully in winter mode.
Oh my gosh.
Hope you enjoyed the time down in Houston.
Yes, I was telling them earlier, I was in shorts 2 days ago, then I landed to a blanket of snow.
That's right. Welcome back indeed.
Yeah.
Let's get the latest from Chief Meteorologist Greg Barnhart.
Yeah, we certainly got our first taste of snow. Just to give you an idea here, still some good lake effect snow is going to go on for some of those areas too. Quite a bit's going to be piling up with this pattern. But then you kind of see as the satellite kind of goes dark here, that's where the snow occurred during Oklahoma, Kansas. A good swap all the way up here. So some areas got some, about 1 to 2 inches generally for most areas. But the good news is not much to be expected here downstream. We don't have any big systems really that we're watching. Unfortunately, we do have the cold conditions that are going to continue. There's your watches and warnings up to the north. That's for the lake effect. Once again, they could have a prolonged couple-day event up there just with that northwest wind coming off the lake. But for us, it's going to be waking up to generally clear skies, but temperatures are going to go all the way down to the single digits as you wake up tomorrow morning. The wind chills will be even lower than this. The winds will start turning around, so tomorrow the winds will start more west-southwest, but the temperatures won't really rebound too much until about the teens by you get to about noon, and then in the afternoon, maybe the mid-upper 20s if you're lucky. Once again, you can also notice that the winds do start turning around from the southwest. That little system up to the north is going to pass through. So we'll have cloud cover that'll help keep the temperatures probably tomorrow evening from actually staying up in the 20s this time, and then tomorrow night we'll start seeing clearing skies towards Wednesday morning. All in all, wind chills is the big story. Probably going to have sub-zero wind chills at all the places. We'll probably see about 5 below, maybe even down to 10 below occasionally, and that'll continue through your morning commute. We'll eventually get above 0 for those wind chills by about noon, and then the afternoon time we'll get into the teens, and that'll continue through the afternoon hours, so we won't have as bad as wind chills going in tomorrow afternoon. But definitely tomorrow morning you're going to feel it with that northwest-west wind. Big picture shows here's that system coming through with the cloud cover. By the time we get to Wednesday, notice the winds begin to turn more west and then southwest, so that should help boost our temperatures really back up to near 40. And then we'll have another weak system, a front kind of dive south by Thursday. That may give us another brief shot of cooler air, but we're not going to expect to see any precipitation with that. It'll stay mainly to the north, and even Thursday won't be that bad. I'll just see a little bit of a drop in the temperatures. The big story, what we're looking for the weekend, is the precipitation chances, because we're going to have a system lift up from the north. Still a lot of question marks on the track of this, but we're looking at maybe a Saturday night into a Sunday morning time frame to where rain or snow could be an issue. It's going to lift up to the north, so right now that rain-snow line is going to be somewhere just along in the area or south, so we'll keep an eye on that. Right now there's still some question marks, but that is the system that we're tracking for potential snowfall that could bring us snow or rain. Right now, the biggest mark for snowfall for 3 inches more is really generally just to the north of Eau Claire up into that area. There's a little bit more confidence that we'll get it, but that could change, so just stay tuned as we give more forecasts. But for tomorrow, the temperatures, mid-20s, should be lucky across La Crosse, 28 degrees. As we go further south, maybe the upper 20s. Once again, not a strong wind in the afternoon, so the wind chill won't be as bad. Up to the north, struggling to get to the low to mid-20s in certain areas. Once again, off and on sunshine with lighter winds. Up to the north, Ladysmith may be getting up to just 23 degrees, so definitely is going to be a cold one as we go through the time. As we look at the 8-day forecast, we're noticing the temperatures do rebound quite nicely for the 41-degree Wednesday, and beyond that, temperatures are pretty seasonable, and we're just going to keep an eye on that Saturday night into Sunday time frame for the next system.
All right, Greg.
So just 24 hours, and then we'll be back.
Hold on. Okay.
We'll be back.
Thanks for the update. All right, we've all had our share of turkey. Now that Thanksgiving is over, let's do the jerk.
The best way to celebrate National Craft Jerky Day after this.
Energy-efficient windows with beautiful new wood trim installed by skilled carpenters. Contact the Board Store Home Improvements today for a prompt free estimate. High quality at lower prices.
I did know that back pain, foot pain come along with the job of waiting tables, but since getting the arch supports from the Good Feet store, I have had no pain. I'm more positive. It's like opening up a whole new life, like sunshine coming out.
See how we can help you too at the Good Feet store.
There are trucks, and then there's the GMC Sierra. Available with the connected driving experience. And the world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate. GMC Sierra. It's the truck. Or just announced just in time for Black Friday. Get $4,000 purchase cash on select 2023 Sierra models. That's 8% below MSRP.
Hello. This is a real lawyer. Yeah, I've won 1 million cases. And I'm on a bunch of billboards.
Whoa, buddy. If they want the real Nicolay, they should get the real Nicolay.
Fine.
Thank you. Russell Nicolay here. Yeah, we can help.
In a world full of choices, make sure you get the real Nicolay.
How'd you even get in here? What are you doing answering calls? Where's your mom, man?
Help spread the love to those who need it most. At Chilson Subaru, during the 2023 Subaru Share the Love event, Subaru will donate $250 to the charity of your choice for every new Subaru purchased or leased. When you choose a Subaru from Chilson Subaru, you are getting more than just a new vehicle. You are a part of something special. Spread the love this holiday season and feel the joy of giving back. Go to ChilsonSubaru.com to learn more.
Dr. Mehta knows pain.
Oftentimes, I see patients with pain in their knees, their hips, their back, and it's actually coming from their feet.
Her suggestion?
It's as easy as going into a Good Feet store.
Come in for your free arch support fitting.
See the stories you missed or watch them again on our YouTube page. Or find us at news8000.com. Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Well, as you shop for the biggest deals online, make sure you take the time to fuel up on some dehydrated meat this Cyber Monday.
That's because today is also National Craft Jerky Day. The protein-packed holiday was created by the Long Beach Jerky Company as a way to honor all small batch jerky makers.
Go figure.
Yeah.
The company's founder remembered making the carnivorous snack with his grandfather on Christmas, whose birthday was November 27th. Historians believe that jerky originated in modern-day Peru, and some of the earliest records of the snack date back to the 1550s.
So go ahead and sink your teeth into the delicacy, whether it's beef, pork, venison, or buffalo. We got to add turkey in there too. The best part, you don't have to eat it all today because it can last months without spoiling. So I wonder if people could take their leftover turkey and create turkey jerky today?
Perhaps.
Maybe.
If you have the infrastructure, I suppose.
I always like that snack. It's like a good low-cal snack.
It is. It is. Low effort as well, at least on the consumer side.
Right. Well, we'll have a look at what's coming up at 6 when we come back, and we'll have another look at tonight's weather forecast.
Get Cyber Week Hot Buys now at Home Furniture. This 3-piece sectional is just $7.77, or this counter table and stools is just $3.99. And all Christmas is 50% off. Cyber Week Hot Buys going on now at Home Furniture.
However you do the holidays, do it together in the Chevy that's right for you. The strong and capable Chevy Silverado, the award-winning Chevy Equinox, or the all-new Chevy Trax. This holiday season, do more together in a new Chevy. Get 1.9% financing on all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups, or current Chevy owners can use Red Tag bonus cash to get $5,000 total cash allowance on this Silverado. Visit hometownchevy.com.
Here we go. I knew I could do it. I just had to take the first step.
Hey, how's it going? Marcus, my boy. Welcome to my humble abode. Nice to meet you.
When Marcus came to my door, it was my chance to give someone a safe place to stay for a little while.
When you open your heart and home through foster parenting, you're helping the teen write new chapters, which can positively impact the teen for the rest of their life.
Be part of the story.
For more information about becoming a foster parent, contact Children's Wisconsin.
The gift of relaxation and pampering is the perfect gift to give this holiday season. It is the Sue Colby's experience, the gift your special someone is really hoping for, and the gift she really deserves. Order your gift cards online today at SueColby's.com or pick them up at Sue Colby's Salon and Day Spa, because she deserves the very best.
Whatever the holidays mean to you, get the most out of it in a new Honda. Whether it's taking the gang to the slopes in an available all-wheel drive Pilot, delivering presents in a rugged Passport, or all in a few toys for yourself in a powerful Ridgeline. Your holiday adventure awaits with a new Honda during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Christmas is open at Home Seasonal Concepts. Get up to 50% off. Get a great selection of trees, wreaths, garland, and all your holiday decor needs. 'Tis the season for everything Christmas at Home Seasonal Concepts, inside all home furniture showrooms.
All right, the wind chills tomorrow morning definitely will be around 0 to sub-zero in many of the areas as we cool all the way back down into the single digits for most locations, maybe a few teens out there. The good news is once we hit Wednesday, we'll get back up in the 40s, 41 or upper 30s, which is about average. And then we'll keep an eye on Saturday night and Sunday as a potential for snow or rain. So just got to make it through tomorrow.
Yeah, I was going to go look for a Christmas tree at a tree farm tomorrow, but I'm nixing that for later in the week.
Thanks for joining us at 5.
We'll see you at 6.